All right, guys, we got the Civic in the shop. First thing that has to happen is obviously we got to take off the stock exhaust. Real restrictive like. It's gonna be nice to get rid of that hideous oval muffler. I'm gonna start by taking this flange off here. And this is the adapter flange that was sent with the alpha header to adapt the stock exhaust to the alpha header. And this is what I was talking about. I think we're going to use this piece to cut it down the middle here and use this as a flange to start the new exhaust. Oh, she's not happy.
Really saved that one.
Yeah, we tried. She won't go. She's not going to do.
That bolt got a little long in the tooth.
That's exactly why we're doing this. Jesus Christ.
You're gonna want some lead boy screw to adjust the end of these pipes.
Sweet.
Clip.
Huh?
That's a clip. Are you still fucking around with this one bolt right now? I'd get the cutoff wheel at this point. Jesus Christ. This guy.
We gotta come up with something different.
What, for this bolt?
We gotta come way back.
Nah. Get the cutoff wheel. It's gonna break anyways. Here we go for the breakage. Oh, something gave.
And by breakage, I mean my tool. Dude. It's already too much.
Oh, here we go. You look like a dick. Holy shit, it didn't break.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, I'm saying the adapter there.
Ow.
Still good to go. It's got one more use on it, then it's gonna
I
break.
think the plan is here is we got the adapter off of the Skunk 2 header. We're gonna weld the flex pipe right to that flange. It's not what I wanted to do initially, but this entire flange is stainless anyway, so it's not really gonna matter. And we can't get the chop saw to fit down in the middle of these two flanges to cut that. So we're just gonna weld that straight to there, and that's gonna be the beginning of the exhaust. But Jared brought his welder down. We got the Milwaukee chop saw. Thank you, Ryan. And we got a pipe expander sitting around here somewhere as well. I bought the cheapest 3-inch mandrel bent exhaust piping kit. None of it is stainless, it's all mild steel, and it actually is all slip fit, so that was pretty handy. This only cost me, I think, $80 from eBay, and I will drop in a picture now just to prove it to you guys. The flex pipe that I purchased is a 3-inch flex pipe as well to go with the exhaust. So in theory, this entire exhaust should only cost me roughly about $120. The only muffler I have here is actually this 3-inch Vibrant. It's a straight through design, but it does have a lot of packing in it. I already know this exhaust is going to be extremely loud. We'll just get a size comparison on the pipes. Stock being the one on the right, obviously. And what we're going to. We did run into an issue here lining up the exhaust going straight back with the support. So I took my dead blow and kind of hammered in on her a little bit just to give it that clearance. And also going to be removing this heat shield, as well as probably this heat shield back here. All right, so we just loosely bolted up that piece that we just welded here, but we just slipped in this one piece we have of 3-inch to here on the flex pipe, and then we took a 45 out of the kit over there because the kit came with 2 straights, 2 90s, 2 45s, and 2 U's. But with that 45 coming straight back, I think that's gonna put us the best angle as far as the flow back to the back of the car. So this is mandrel bent piping. Mandrel bent piping is 3" all the way through the bend. We want to hear what the car sounds like with open headers, so we're gonna slip this off and then put it back on the ground and start it really quick. Don't have anything tacked in yet. We just kind of slip fit, came up with a little bit of a plan. Coming up from the top here, comes off the flex pipe to a straight piece. We have it angled downward a little bit, comes to our first 45 here that slips into this end, and we immediately slip it into another 45, and then that slips into a straight piece that brings it all the way back to just about where the muffler is going to be. So I think we're going to cut maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 inches off the front to bring this back, and that way we can just route this end right into the back of that. Since both of these are 3" inner diameter, this pipe will slip into both sides and it'll make it real easy to weld. And realistically, we only use the 45s and the straights. We still have 2 90s and 2 U's that aren't going to be used for this project. But we're just trying to accommodate for when the car is on the ground so that the pipes aren't hitting anything. This is a 3" pipe. There's a good chance that it will be rattling in some area on something. As long as it's not too bad, I can live with that. I think it's gonna be loud. What do you think?
Team Honda.
Especially off of the Skunk 2 Alpha header up here. All right. See how that fits? All right, guys, so we're tacked in now down here. Like I said, we came off the flex pipe. We welded from the flange. Straight back, 45, swoop to another 45. You guys can kind of see that little S shape, I guess if you want to call it. We tried to get it as straight as possible because the exhaust does actually come between this area here. We mocked up the muffler to see where we wanted it at, and the end of the piping actually ends where I made this ugly mark right here, just to kind of give us a little reference point. So we have to get a pipe from here to here and get the whole exhaust routed to this point. I'm going to unbolt the flange and we're going to take this whole piece down, fully weld everything. So now you can kind of get an idea. We got to get a pipe to come from right there to right there. All right, just sent a little tack on this one. We cut the pipe down to fit into the muffler. Like I said, there's still no hangers on it, so it's going to shift over a little bit, be a little straighter. But the whole exhaust is tacked with the way it's on right now. Doesn't hang crazy low. I'm pretty satisfied with the flow of it. I think we'll be safe. So we're going to go ahead and take the whole thing down now, fully weld it, and then put it back on and situate this muffler. The exhaust is officially fully welded, and she's still pretty hot, so we're hoping that the exhaust didn't warp and move too much, but we're gonna let it cool off a second, throw it back on the car, and then we're gonna try to get some hangers made up, and then we can figure out exactly where the muffler is gonna go. Christopher!
Gypsy hustle.
Here I have the muffler sitting roughly where I want it to sit. Jared went ahead and finished out this last weld here at the muffler, so the full exhaust is welded now. Give you guys a little bit of a recap. We got the 3" flex pipe welded on, straight back with the S curve back and over the control arm to the vibrant muffler. It's reasonably straight. We're gonna come up with a little bit of a hanger here in the back. Pretty nice welds done by Jer. It's amazing what a nice welder will do. All right, so for our first hanger, we just decided to convert that little hanger spot up over there that was factory and use a little piece of scrap metal. But we're gonna get it down on the ground here and get a fire up, see what it sounds like. Test it out. I'm not sure if we'll be able to take it for a test drive right now, but we will definitely get a little bit of a two-step check and see how it sounds.